guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week's video, I wanted to get ready on camera because, quarantine has been kind of boring. So starting off, I always take this headband. I actually got it at TJ Maxx for $4, I believe. It really helps pulling all my hair back for me, but as you can see, some baby hairs are still there, but whatever. Next, I like taking my LA Girl Primer Spray. This primer actually is really hydrating, which I totally like. Next, I wanted to try out this new dewy foundation that I found from Wet n Wild. And I used a new beauty blender, guys. As you can see, I was really excited for this because look how beautiful it looks. Now, while I was putting on this foundation, it doesn't really look that bad. But once I started blending it out, I noticed that it wasn't really my foundation shade. So please guys, don't comment anything. I know that this is not the shade I should be using, and I promise I'll do better next time. Okay, yeah. I think this foundation shade for my liking was too dewy, and I don't know if because it wasn't my shade it looked worse. So I don't think I'm gonna be using this foundation shade ever again. I'm probably sticking to the matte finished look. I don't know what I was thinking when I picked this up, but I mean, I just wanted to try it out to see how it was gonna look. But yeah, as you can see, I just look really greasy and not my foundation shade again. I'm sorry about that. Next, what I like doing is taking off the excess makeup that I have on my lips and putting on a moisturizer, or in this case, some Carmex. Next, I've been loving this new eyebrow technique. I actually found this on TikTok. Thank goodness for TikTok, because I always wanted to use something where my eyebrow hairs were gonna stick up. I do have really wild eyebrow hairs that are just necios, dude. Like really, really necios. And they always end up falling down. But this soap technique, I don't know why I never saw this. Like, look how freaking amazing that looks. Like, later on we'll fix it, but I've been loving this new technique, and I actually got the bar soap at Dollar Tree for just $1, guys. And these spoolies, I also got them at Dollar Tree. They came in like a pack of 10. After I do that, I take this pomade. I actually got this for $1, as well as this brush from the website Miss A. I actually did a haul, and I think I showed the eyebrow brush, not the pomade. I just recently got the pomade a couple months ago after the videos, because I told y'all I was gonna get more items because they're literally $1, guys. So what I like doing is just creating a line at the bottom of my brow. But let me just tell y'all that brows for me are really difficult to do, because I've noticed that they come out too dark, too thick. So I don't know, somebody needs to help me with my brows because I cannot do them whatsoever. As you can see, yeah, that's my face because it was just a whole mess. And then I like running down my spoolie just to blend out the harsh lines below my eyebrow, and just keep on messing around until I get the perfect liking, because then I just keep on going like back and forth, as you can tell, like from product to brushing it out. And you can do this as long as you want to. Finally, after I'm done brushing and adding product, I like taking my Wet n Wild concealer and this brush that I got from Miss A for $1 again. And I like putting concealer under my my eyebrows. And I like using this brush because it does have like a flat edge, which makes it 10 times easier to get really close to the brows. After I'm done spreading all the concealer, that's what it looks like. And I like taking my pinky finger to just blend it out. I feel like this is just much easier than the beauty blender. I don't know why I don't like the beauty blender on my eyelids. But yeah, my pinky works just as fine and 10 times better. Now, to make your eyebrows pop even more, I like going to the top of my brow to do what we just did at the bottom, but instead of taking the concealer, I like taking my foundation, just because I know other people like doing concealer, but you can see that their eyebrows are just two different colors. Does that make sense? I don't know. I used to do that. I used to be the one that used concealer at the top and at the bottom, and you can just see a straight line both on the top and the bottom, which was not pretty at all. Whoever let me do that and go out of the house like that, I am upset because, yeah, that's just not the way to go, guys. You just need to get a little bit of foundation on the back of the hand and use that same brush that you used. I feel like a flat edged brush always makes everything so much better. With the top of my eyebrow, I actually do use a small beauty blender just to blend it out. And after that's done, I just like brushing through my brows to make sure that there's no product anymore in there, like foundation or things like that. Once I like my eyebrows, I then move on to eyeshadow. So what I like doing is just taking a little bit more concealer to cover all my eyelid. And once again, I'm using my pinky finger because why not? And for today's eye look, we are using the Hamis Charles palette. It's one of my faves. As you can tell, it's really dirty. But I just take that white shade to cover up my eyelids to make sure there's no creasing. And next I use my bronzer. Who knew bronzers could work as eyeshadows, guys? I think I did learn this from James. So yeah, I'm just doing whatever he did, or at least trying to. And the brush I'm using actually came with a palette, an Urban Decay palette. So yeah, this brush is actually from Urban Decay. And all I like doing is putting the bronzer shade all over my eyelids and just blending it out, because then you blend it out with your nose contour, or at least that's what James is telling me to do. As you can see now, I'm with the second eyelid, and let me just tell you guys, the more you blend it out, the cuter the effect is gonna look. So kind of like a cat eye effect. Yeah, as you can see, that's how I do it. But I mean, I don't know what I'm doing half of the time, guys. This is just something I like doing for fun, so please don't judge me. Now I'm taking this Morphe eyeshadow brush and dipping it to the dark brown at the corner and just lightly patting it at the outer corner of my eyelid, if that makes sense. But as you can see, I did tap off some excess of the eyebrow pomade, what is it called? Eyeshadow on the back of my hand, just to gently start working it up, because it's better to do that instead of having to go back and erase your eyeshadow. So yeah, you can always just go back and forth with getting more product, because as you can see, it's getting darker, but just slowly start working your way up, guys. I've made a mistake before where I just take the whole eyeshadow with me and pack it on my eyelid, and it just turns out to be a nightmare. So then I take this Wet n Wild loose highlighting powder. I think that's what it is. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But as you can see, it's really bright, and it just works so well on the eyelids. Look at that shimmer. This is actually a highlighter, guys, but I like using it for my eyelids too, because it just blends well and it's just amazing. And as you can see, I put it on my corner of my eyes to make it pop, and yeah, that's just beautiful. And this is me doing it to my second eye. So I don't really know what happened to the footage where I show you how I conceal, but I just do it the basic way, how everybody else does it. And I like taking my Revolution banana powder to just pack that on to bake. And I don't know, I've just been really loving this banana powder. I think it works so much better than other powders that I've used before. I feel like this powder has never given me flashback on pictures and stuff than other products that I've used before. Don't want to mention names, but yeah. Next, I like taking this Morphe brush just to kind of pack it in, but at the same time I'm sweeping it off after I've baked for a while. So as you can see, I like press it down but then swipe like that. And then with the excess powder that I have on the brush, I just like taking it to my forehead to kind of make it a little bit more matte. And as you can tell, we need to make this foundation be as matte as possible because the dewy was just not working for me, guys. Now I move on to eyeliner. I like using this NYX eyeliner. It's actually worked so well, guys. The tip has not dried out and I've had it for so long. I don't know how many months, but it's been so long. Maybe even a year. Who knows? But it just works really well. I would really recommend it. 10 out of 10. But yeah, I'm just kind of following where I did the eyeshadow and dragging it up. But I still kind of struggle. So yeah, that's me struggling to do my eyeliner, guys. Now, this is a question I get asked so many times. How do I perfect my eyeliner? Well, this is the secret, guys. I literally put concealer under the wing I just did, and I take my angled brush. Once again, I'm telling you, this angled brush, guys, it just works for so many things. I like cleaning it up. Why is that so hard to say? I don't know. But yeah, this is literally all I do. And now we can finally move on to curling my eyelashes. I actually don't know why I do this step because they end up falling straight down once again. Yep, I struggled with straight lashes, guys. It sucks and I don't know how to fix it. I literally curl my lashes for so many minutes and it still doesn't stay up because then I use that mascara and you're gonna see how bad they end up falling throughout the video. So I let my lashes dry before putting any lashes on and stuff. So I move on to bronzing my face and I'm just taking this random brush. I don't know where it came from. I just bronze my face with my bronzer that I showed before from NYX and bronze to the gods to make my face look skinny and my forehead skinny. So this is another trick that I learned, guys. You're going to take your highlighter and your setting spray. You're going to spray your brush a little bit together. And I'm sorry that my brush actually broke and I had to tape it back up. Please ignore that. I know it looks ratchet. You're just going to want to spray your brush, your highlighting brush, with a little bit of a primer. And then dip it into your highlighting palette, whatever you're using. I really like when my highlight pops. So what I do to make it pop is taking a little bit of the loose highlighting powder from the Wet n Wild that I just used on my eyelids. And look at that, guys. This actually works so well, but I just get scared sometimes that I do too much. So just be careful with it because it can get a little bit too bright. Finally, we can move on to making our nose skinny, guys. This is my favorite part because I hate my nose. I don't know, it's just awkward looking. I like putting a lot of bronzer to make it look like I have a skinny nose. So that's what I do. And then I just take a small beauty blender to blend that all out. And now I'm taking this small e.l.f. brush. It really helps me when I'm trying to highlight my nose and just highlight whatever else I want to highlight. And I use a little bit more to highlight the inner corners of my eyes to make it pop. And to blend it all out, I like taking this 4 blush palette, guys. It was literally $1 on Miss A. Once again, I'm telling you guys, you need to go check Miss A out. They have so many products. This is not sponsored, by the way. I wish it was, but unfortunately, I'm not there yet. So help me out by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Now I like taking this sponge, which I also got from Miss A. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna keep on saying that. Get some of my banana powder to just carve out the bottom to clean it all up. This makes such a difference, guys. Well, I think it makes a difference. I don't know. So then I like taking my powder brush again and just blending that out and making sure there's not a harsh line. Just blending it out makes it look 10 times better, and trust me, you can always just go back with more product like I did right here to make it unnoticeable. And now it's finally time to move on to lashes, guys. I'm sorry I don't remember what lashes I'm using, but those are the items I use to apply my lashes. Now, this is another trick I learned from TikTok. Who knew TikTok could be so useful, guys? So all you have to do is put the lash glue. So kind of where you put the eyeliner is literally all you're gonna do. And you can literally stick your eyelash right away, and I just use my tweezers to make sure that I put them where I want them to go. Even with this trick, guys, I still struggle, as you can tell in the video. But then after I'm done fixing my lash however I want them placed, I do use the end of my tweezers to make sure my real lashes and the fake ones are clumped together. So when I was shopping for a new foundation, I found this lipstick from e.l.f. and I wanted to try it out because it was like $3-4, so I thought it was a total comp for me. So I ended up buying it, but once I tried it on my lips, I feel like it looks really awkward, so I topped it off with a different lipstick and just played with it a little bit more, and I kind of still like it, but not my favorite by itself. I just think the color looks really awkward on my lips and skin tone together. Now we can't forget about our bottom lashes, guys, so make sure you put some mascara to the bottom lashes to make sure they're not naked. And finally, we are done, guys. Take your favorite setting spray and spray it all over your face, making sure you let it dry or dry it faster by having a fan like I did. And this was the final look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on all my social medias. They are linked down below and at the end of the video. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.